If you look closely at the history of the GTA series, from the neon streets of Vice City to the massive world of Los Santos, you will find a hidden pattern that most players never even noticed. At almost every single release, Rockstar has been forced to cut or remove amazing features. It even sounds weird, as most of us just assume that each new game is gonna be bigger and better. And that's how things should be. If you have added features in a game like a gym, a functional mall, or a car crusher, there is no logical reason to remove it. You will think every next game of the series would just keep building on top of what they already have. But for 20 years, Rockstar has been trapped in a battle between their huge ambitions and the physical limits of the consoles. Every time they wanted to make the graphics look more realistic or to make the map feel bigger, they had to pay for it by deleting the deepness and interactivity we love. It's like they had to cut different things in every game. But to truly understand what was really lost, you have to see it for yourself, because the features we had back in 2001 were in some ways more advanced than what we have today. We have to look at the specific games to get an insight on how with time Rockstar really has been introducing features and removing them in the literal next game. And GTA 3 is the one to start with. It took the series from a top-down perspective into a fully 3D Liberty City. It was Rockstar's first massive ambitious project, and because they were trying to prove what was possible, they packed it with details that felt incredibly ahead of its time. Body dismemberment was introduced. If you used heavy weapons on NPCs, their limbs would actually detach. It made the combat feel much more impactful and dark. Other multiple things were also added. A massive bridge that would lift up to let the boats pass, changing the flow of the city in real time. The car crusher, a fully functional machine where you could drop off vehicles and watch them get flattened, was also introduced. Security car heists in which you could hunt down armored vans and deliver them to a specific garage for a cash reward was added. In 2002, Vice City came out. It took a lot of things out from the previous game, but it was a massive upgrade in terms of personality. It was for the first time that we got a voiced protagonist in a GTA game and the ability to fly helicopters and ride motorcycles. But the sacrifices had begun. To make room for the new vehicles and the more detailed city, Rockstar started cutting. The gritty body dismemberment from GTA 3 was gone, replaced by better looking but static character models. The functional drawbridge was deleted, and so was the car crusher. In Vice City, the dedicated security car garages were removed as well. Instead of a mini heist mechanic, armored vans were now just regular cars you blew up for a quick cash drop. Despite the losses, Vice City introduced its own level of uniqueness. It made the world feel accessible. You could actually walk into the two malls and explore the airport terminal as well. They weren't just mission locations, they were part of the map you could visit whenever you wanted. For the first time, you could buy businesses, making you feel like you were actually taking over the city. 2004 came and Rockstar gave us San Andreas. It was a massive game that gave us 3 cities, but to make a world this big, Rockstar again had to make sacrifices. Even though the map was huge, the interactivity we saw in Vice City was the first thing to go. The massive explorable malls from Vice City were gone. In its place, we got smaller generic shops that required a loading screen while entering. The detailed, walkable airports from the previous game were deleted. The airports in San Andreas were mostly hangars. While you could still buy properties, the deep business management from Vice City was removed. Most properties became just simple save points or passive income icons. To distract us from the loss of these features, Rockstar added things that felt like the future of the series. Weight gain and loss feature was introduced. Your actions physically changed CJ. You could get ripped at the gym or get fat by eating. You could also decide to stay skinny. They introduced dedicated driving, flying and boating schools as a fun addition as well. You could also start wars with rival gangs to take over areas street by street. They packed the world with distractions like basketball, gambling in casinos and the mechanic that lets you rob houses. In 2008, GTA 4 arrived, moving the series into the HD era on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Visually, it was a revolution. The lighting, the physics and the sheer detail of Liberty City were unlike anything we had ever seen. The hardware was more powerful and Rockstar shifted to their new engine as well. But the new Rage engine and the Euphoria physics were so demanding that many features from the previous era were again gone. The gym and the skill schools were completely deleted. Nico couldn't get ripped like CJ and he didn't level up his driving or shooting skills as well. Gang warfare, territory control and even the ability to rob houses or play basketball were completely gone. You couldn't tune your cars anymore and the clothing options were stripped down to a few basic suits and jackets. One of the biggest downgrades was the property system. We went from buying dozens of safe houses across the map in San Andreas to having limited choices in GTA 4. GTA 4 saw major cuts to its map and even some basic features were removed too. But Rockstar still introduced new features which included bowling, basic parkour and ability to pick things from ground and use them in combat. In 2013, GTA 5 arrived and it looked like a miracle. Rockstar managed to bring back the sunny vibe, the plains and a map that was bigger than GTA 4 and GTA SA combined. It was a massive quality jump that pushed the PS3 and Xbox 360 to their absolute breaking point. Rockstar also tried to win back the fans who hated the boring realism of GTA 4 as well. The 3-character system was also introduced. Switching between protagonists in real time changed how the story felt. Cartooning and weapon attachments finally came back, giving us that San Andreas feeling again. Animal life for the first time felt alive with dogs, mountain lions and birds. Now if we start talking about the features of GTA 5, the video will go too long. So let's go back to the point. Even though Rockstar did major improvements, many of the features were still missing. Even though the map was huge, malls were still locked off and most of the city was just a hollow shell you couldn't enter. The gym and body stats stayed dead. Your character's look was fixed. The option of changing hairstyles and other features were introduced, but the overall look remained same. They didn't bring back the gang wars and even basic interactive features like the ability to drive trains or run actual businesses. To make the map run, they actually downgraded the physics from GTA 4. The car damage was simplified and the weight of the world felt lighter. Now it is important to note that Rockstar was making GTA 5 for the same hardware which only has 512 MB RAM, which was the reason they again had to make major cuts. But that brings us to the present. For the last 20 years, we have watched Rockstar play the game of give and take. Every time we got better graphics, we lost a piece of the sandbox. Every time the map got bigger, the world got more closed off. Now we are looking at GTA 6. We are no longer stuck with limited RAM. We are moving into a generation of hardware that can finally handle the level of physics and detail Rockstar wants to implement without any issues. GTA 6 will be the game where Rockstar finally stops playing the game of musical chairs with its features. And if you're wondering how I am so sure about this, it's because Rockstar has already implemented many of these missing features into GTA Online. They brought back business management in the face of nightclubs, arcades and salvage yards, property ownership in the face of multiple garages and high-level apartments, and many more things. It's a proof that now we have the RAM, we have the processing power and we have the SSD to finally get the depth of GTA San Andreas, the physics of GTA 4 and the graphics of GTA 5 all in a single package. We have the technology to finally have it all. We have seen the potential in GTA Online and we have seen the evolution of the series history. The question is no longer about what the consoles can handle. It's about what Rockstar is willing to give us back. Will GTA 6 finally be the game that keeps every promise, or will the cycle continue? Only time will tell. If you have enjoyed this deep dive into the history of Rockstar's hardware struggles, hit that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments which feature are you the most desperate to see returning in GTA 6. That's all for today. See you in the next video.